Welcome everyone. Under the practical syllabus in the subject of Pharmaceutical Analysis 3, as per the syllabus of University of Mumbai, today we are learning solvent extraction method. We will learn it with the help of one example, that is assay of cotrimoxazole tablets. As we have already learnt in theory also that the cotrimoxazole tablets have two drugs into it, that is trimethoprim and sulfamethoxazole. We have learnt the method of assay after solvent extraction for under the multi-component analysis in theory also, and the principle we have learnt. Just a recap of the principle. This method is used when the interference from the absorbing substance is large or if its contribution to the total absorbance cannot be calculated. The method includes separation of the interference from the analyte, and the method is appropriate for acidic or basic drugs whose state of ionization determines their solvent partition behavior. This is the first drug in cotrimoxazole tablets, that is trimethoprim. This is the second drug, that is sulfamethoxazole, and this is the UV spectrum of both the drugs. This particular figure I have taken from the reference which is mentioned on the screen. As we all clearly see in the spectrum that both the drugs give absorbance at each other's lambda max. Therefore, we cannot directly measure absorbance of any particular drug and substitute that absorbance in A is equal to ABC. That we cannot do, because the other drug is also contributing. The other drug is also giving absorbance at the lambda max of another drug. Therefore, this method we are learning, that is assay of trimethoprim in cotrimoxazole tablets. Now, as we have already learnt that we will be separating both the drugs. This is the formulation of cotrimoxazole tablets. Now from these tablets we will be separating trimethoprim and sulfamethoxazole from each other, and then we will take absorbance of trimethoprim solution at the lambda max of trimethoprim. This is the label claim of the formulation. Each uncoated tablet contains trimethoprim IP 160 milligrams and sulfamethoxazole IP 800 milligrams. These are the structures of both the drugs which give absorbance at each other's lambda max. Let us understand the procedure. So the first step of the procedure is the weighing. This particular slide we have already learnt. We have already seen this particular slide during our theory lecture that has been recorded as a video also. Now let us proceed further. This is the first step of weighing. That is, we have to weigh accurately a quantity of powder equivalent to 50 milligrams of trimethoprim. The procedure has been taken from the reference which was given in slide number 2. Now, how much quantity of the tablet powder is to be weighed, that we can calculate from the label claim. The weighing will be done on the digital balance. After weighing, we have to transfer this tablet powder in the conical flask. Now, as per the procedure, we have to add, in the second step, we have to add 30 ml of NaOH into the powder which we have weighed. Therefore, we will select 50 ml beaker, to which we will add the weighed powder and NaOH into it, 30 ml NaOH into it. So this solution in the beaker is sample plus 30 ml NaOH. Remember, the powder which we have weighed and we have added into this beaker. That powder has both the drugs into it. Now after adding NaOH, we will just mix it, shake the solution for some time, or you can stir it with the glass rod, and then transfer this solution to the separating funnel which is shown in the figure. Okay, so this is the separating funnel in which, see, we have added the NaOH plus sample and the second layer of the different color which you see, that is the 50 ml chloroform. As per our procedure, we have to add 50 ml chloroform to the sample, and now in the first step our sample we had already added in NaOH. So the bottom layer is sample in NaOH and the top layer is chloroform 50 ml. Now why we have added chloroform? Because when we added sample in NaOH, among the two drugs which are present in the sample, trimethoprim and sulfamethoxazole, trimethoprim is basic in nature, so that trimethoprim remains unionized, and sulfamethoxazole, since it is acidic in nature, in presence of NaOH it is ionized. Okay, so this unionized trimethoprim has affinity for non-polar solvents like chloroform. Therefore, now we have added chloroform so that this trimethoprim, which is in unionized state, will partition itself in the chloroform layer. So it will get transferred, it will move in the chloroform layer. The trimethoprim will move in chloroform layer and sulfamethoxazole will remain in NaOH. Now this separating funnel in which we have taken sample in NaOH and the second layer is chloroform. We have to shake this separating funnel for 5 to 6 minutes vigorously. After that, allow the separating funnel to be unshaken for few seconds. You will again find the two layers separating. Then the chloroform layer will then be transferred into the conical flask which is stoppered. Okay, now in that chloroform some part of trimethoprim has gone, but this is the only one step of extraction. So in one step of extraction, that is in these 5 to 6 minute shaking, whole trimethoprim cannot enter into chloroform layer. Therefore we need repetition of this shaking. Okay, so for the complete transfer of trimethoprim into chloroform layer, we will again add fresh 50 ml chloroform in the separating funnel. Now this fresh 50 ml chloroform and our initial NaOH layer is still there in the separating funnel. Again we will repeat this procedure 4 times, means we will again shake it. The second layer of chloroform will now transfer to the conical flask. Again we will add fresh 50 ml chloroform into it. Again shake for 5 to 6 minutes and again transfer the chloroform layer into the conical flask. We have to repeat the procedure. Again add fresh 50 ml chloroform to this separating funnel. Shake it vigorously for 5 to 6 minutes and the last chloroform layer is then transferred to conical flask. So in this way we have collected 50 ml of chloroform 4 times in the stoppered conical flask. So that becomes 200 ml of chloroform in which we suppose that whole trimethoprim has been transferred or has been entered into this 200 ml chloroform. Now whatever is in the separating funnel, that is just the NaOH and sulfamethoxazole. Now here we have separated this trimethoprim from the formulation. Now next step is we have to take absorbance of the trimethoprim, right? But before taking its absorbance, we have to bring it in the form that it should give absorbance, and therefore what do? We take this 200 ml of chloroform into the another separating funnel. Okay, this is the different separating funnel, fresh separating funnel, in which we have taken this 200 ml of chloroform, in which only trimethoprim is present. Now to this add 50 ml of acetic acid. The molarity of acetic acid and NaOH you can refer in the procedure. Now this 50 ml acetic acid is added to the chloroform. Now from chloroform layer, trimethoprim will enter in acetic acid. Okay. So this is also shaken for 5 to 6 minutes very vigorously, and then this layer of the acetic acid is collected in the fresh stoppered conical flask. Okay, new stoppered conical flask, or you can say washed conical flask. Again, same procedure is repeated for 4 times. At each time 50 ml of fresh acetic acid was added in the separating funnel, and such 4 layers each of 50 ml of acetic acid are then collected in the stoppered conical flask. Now this is the 200 ml acetic acid solution in which trimethoprim is present. Now it is in that form that it can give absorbance in UV region. Okay. Now this 200 ml acetic acid in which trimethoprim is present will be transferred to volumetric flask. Now we will take this volumetric flask of 250 ml. To this we will add 200 ml of acetic acid in which trimethoprim is present. We will make up the volume up to 250 ml with the help of acetic acid as per the given procedure. Then look at the step number 6. Okay, this is the sample, our sample which we have weighed. Now from that weighed sample, trimethoprim has now gone into 50 ml of the volumetric flask. This is that 250 ml of volumetric flask. This 250 ml flask is this, right? Now in this 250 ml flask our sample is present. Now as per the step number 6, we have to withdraw 10 ml from this 250 ml flask, add 10 ml of acetic acid into it, and then make up the volume to 100 ml with sufficient distilled water. Then we have to measure the absorbance of this solution at the lambda max of trimethoprim, that is at 271 nanometers. Whatever absorbance you will get, that we will directly substitute in Beer-Lambert's equation, that is A is equal to ABC. So absorbance we will get from the instrument. The instrument will give us the absorbance of this 100 ml solution. Absorptivity value is provided to us, that is 204. B is always 1 centimeter because the cuvette which we are using in the instrument, available in our instrument, it has path length of 1 centimeter, and concentration we have to find out. So whatever concentration we get, that is the concentration of trimethoprim in this flask which we have taken for the absorbance, right? But our aim is to find out content of trimethoprim in this sample. Therefore we have to do back calculation. For back calculation we require dilution factor. Now as per this dilution, we can see that the dilution factor is 100 by 10, that becomes 10. So this 10 is the dilution factor, we will multiply the concentration which we have got with the dilution factor. After this multiplication, whatever answer we get, that is the concentration of trimethoprim in this 250 ml flask, and the unit of that concentration is grams per 100 ml. Okay, so you just have to cross multiply and get the content of trimethoprim in 250 ml of the flask, 250 ml of the solution. So whatever is present in 250 ml, that trimethoprim was present in the sample. So sample which we have weighed. So from this amount of the trimethoprim, we can easily find out the amount of trimethoprim which was present in the average weight of 4-trimoxazole tablets. Okay, that's it. I hope you all have understood the procedure and the calculation. Thank you for watching the video. Have a nice time. Bye.